Good morning to students of class 12, both commerce and science. Today is our second English class. In fact, it is the first English class because just in the past one, I had given just the meaning, the definition of some very basic things which may not be part of your syllabus. But once you acquire some knowledge regarding those things, that is coder or the art of writing, then of course it is going to help you. And today our topic of discussion is letter writing. Letter writing. In letter writing, we will be discussing both writing of formal letters as well as non-formal letter. So here we must clearly understand the difference between formal letter and non-formal letter. So what is formal letter? Formal letter, where in the writing we have to maintain, we have to take care of the formality. So what exactly we mean here by formality? Formality means the language we are using, the protocol we are following. So all those things are very quite fixed in nature in formal letter writing. Whereas non-formal letter writing, it is simply writing some letter to our friends, our relatives, and here we need not maintain the formality of writing. That is the language, the way we are using the words, and we are constructing our sentences. So formal writing and non-formal writing of letters. In formal writing, we usually follow the following steps. That is, in the first, it comes the sender's address. The sender's address in detail. For example, it may appear like this. Here we give the lane number, the house number, the area where exactly we live, and the place. And secondly, it comes date and the receiver's address. We need to maintain, after the first step, we have to write the date along with the address of the receivers to whom we are sending the letter. In the third step, it comes the subject. So what is the subject in a letter? Subject is a brief conclusion of our letter, that what is the letter about and what exactly is the content, is the subject matter of the letter. It is thought that sometimes we write a letter to people who are quite busy in their lives and they might not get enough time to go through the letter. So in such a case, they can get some idea about what exactly is written in the letter by reading the subject. So a subject must be very precise, must be very short in nature, and it should carry as much information that is possible regarding the content of the letter. In the fourth stage, we come to salutation. So what is salutation? Before writing, we need to salute something, salute the receivers by saying, "Dear sir or madam." It depends upon to whom we are writing the letter and what is the content of the letter. So according to the receivers and content of the letter, there are many options that we can use in place of the salutation of the letter. Then comes the body of the letter. And while writing the body of the letter, there are two things. In some cases of informal letter, we may become very narrative, and we may discuss different things that are more related to the subject matter of the letter or less related to the subject matter of the letter. But when it comes to formal letter writing, we must be quite strict to the point that before writing the letter, we must understand clearly what exactly is the subject matter and what is the purpose of writing the letter. That's why here being pinpointed is the criterion that we need to follow while writing a formal letter. So body, while writing the body, again the knowledge of coder is going to help you that how to arrange the words, how to arrange the sentences so that there would be a logical coordination between different words and different sentences. That the knowledge of coder is going to help you while writing the body of the letter. And after body, the task is almost over. And here we need to write a complementary closing. As in case of formal letter, we write usually yours lovingly. Here, often people make mistake by putting an apostrophe between R and S. Yours. You know, we put apostrophe and after that we write S to make the possessive case. Possessive case, for example, dog and dogs. Dog, that is kutta in Hindi, and dogs means kutta ka. So it makes possessive case. But always remember while making the complementary closing, when we write yours, we must not put any apostrophe before S, because the reason is that your is a pronoun. Your is a pronoun, and while making the possessive case of a pronoun, we always we never write we never put an apostrophe before the S. The meaning simply changes. For example, take the example of eat. We can put an S after T, and here we are getting ITS, eats. At the same time, IT apostrophe and S. You see the difference between the meaning. ITS, eats. It we know we use he or she for male and female, but for neuter gender we usually use it. And to make the possessive case of a neuter gender and the word it as a pronoun representing that neuter gender, and the possessive case, this the first one is the possessive case of it. But here it is a certain form of is. So it's not the possessive case of it. So usually pronouns never take an apostrophe before the S to make its possessive case. And why need to? We have already in the first place we have already written the sender's address. So what is the need of signing it? Why the signature of the sender is needed? Because without signature nothing becomes authentic. So to make it more authentic, to give it authenticity, we need to sign the letter at the end. So this is the way how usually we write a letter. And in your task, I will be giving you the heading of different letters and at least 2 letters from each section, and it will be your duty, your job to comply that. So and you can ask me over my phone, over message, if you are getting any doubt while composing a letter. Thank you.